Hello, welcome to The Balcony is Closed. I'm Duncan.
And I'm Finnegan.
And we are bringing you another new movie review. We love doing these, and this one's for a movie that we were very excited for, Star Trek Beyond, the third in the series of J.J. Abrams produced Star Trek films, and a film that I was looking forward to a lot, despite the underwhelming trailers.
Yeah, so we own Star Trek, the 2009 reboot that was directed by J.J. Abrams on DVD. We not own Into Darkness, but we really enjoyed that film as well. I think it's a very underrated movie.
Yes.
And so I was crossing my fingers that maybe Beyond would live up to those films.
So this film is about the normal Star Trek crew: Kirk, Spock, Bones, Scotty, Uhura, Sulu, Chekhov, all the people in the Enterprise, and they visit a new space station after being in space for nearly 3 years, and they receive a distress call from another ship, and while they are out on that mission, they are attacked by a fleet of hostile alien ships led by Krall, played by Idris Elba, and they crash land on a mysterious alien planet, and the crew is scattered. So they must reunite and stop Krall from basically destroying Yorktown and the galaxy.
Basic Star Trek stuff.
Yes.
Basic Star Trek plot. It sounds like just a big Star Trek episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of is. That is how Star Trek Beyond is structured. And I think it's all the better for it. Because I enjoyed this movie very much. I think this was a worthy addition to the pantheon of Star Trek films, and a very good summer blockbuster.
Yeah, so this year you might be seeing a pattern. Sequels have been suffering. Zoolander 2, The Huntsman, Winter's War, what else? Alice Through the Looking Glass. You have several other sequels that have been faltering. But this one really hits, I think, and it's largely it's largely due to keeping the characters in the forefront.
That's right. As soon as this film started, I was instantly invested in the characters. Even if you're not a Star Trek fan, I still feel like you'll get invested in these characters because they're so easy to like and they're so fun. And I think partly it benefits from, I don't know why I always liked this about Star Trek, all the characters they kind of seem polite.
All just nice people.
They just call each other Mr. or something.
Sir, Mr. Yeah, it's
very polite. And they're instantly likable.
And I think the likability of the characters is benefited from performances by Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, Carl Urban, Simon Pegg, and the late Anton Yelchin, who played Chekhov. And he, I think, was the acting standout in this film. Chekhov was given a lot to do in this film, and Yelchin throughout the entire film was very energetic. He seemed to be having a ton of fun with the character, and really, amped up the enthusiasm and the excitement in every scene that he was in.
I also feel like Sulu in this movie got a lot more to do than he had in the previous films.
Yes.
I also want to point out Zachary Quinto as Spock, because I think this might be his best performance out of any of the films.
Oh, yeah.
I think he does really well in this film, especially when paired with Bones.
Yes.
When he's paired with Bones, there's sort of antagonism between them, but also a friendship.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the film delves into. I also think the action scenes, for the most part, were very well done due to the great performances by the actors, the outstanding visuals, and Michael Giacchino's score. His rendition of the Star Trek theme is exciting.
Yes.
It gets you pumped up for the action.
I think that the action scenes were handled extremely well, and especially one in the first act that's an alien strike against the Enterprise. And that is just, it's so exciting and on the edge of your seat action. Really a wonderful scene of just thrilling, non-stop, high-voltage action.
I agree with you. I also like how the tone or the style of the film shifted in the second act.
It looks more realistic and more grounded, and I think that adds a sense of peril, a sense of excitement, a sense of this isn't, you're far away from home, and this isn't safe familiar territory. This is, pun intended, undiscovered country.
Yes.
and I think that the film, it raised the tension and the excitement of the events of the film, And for me, that really improved on that action and that peril that takes place on the planet.
I do have a few thoughts with this movie.
Yes.
And I'd like to talk about a couple of them. For one thing, the villain.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have used Idris Elba a lot better.
He's such a talent.
And he's been great in a lot of movies this year. But I felt like they kind of wasted him. Also, it took me a little while to get invested in the plot. I instantly got invested in the characters, but with the plot, it took a little while.
Yeah, also there's an action scene in the second act that involves Kirk on a motorcycle. And although it was an entertaining action scene, it did take me out of the movie and very much reminded me that I am watching a movie directed by the man who directed The Fast and the Furious.
Justin Lin. He does overall a good job.
He does a very good job with the film, but that action scene kind of took me out of the film because it seemed really Fast and Furious. I know it's kind of nitpicky, but just for a little bit, it made me think, wait, am I watching a Star Trek movie or a Fast and the Furious movie?
Alright, so overall, I very much enjoyed Star Trek Beyond. I think this was a very fun summer blockbuster. I think is a film that when we look back on the summer movie season of 2016, it will be one of the standouts. I am going to give Star Trek Beyond a B+.
I very much enjoyed this film as well. Just a couple more things I want to point out about this movie. Due to the death of Leonard Nimoy, they did a couple things in this movie to honor him and to honor the original crew, and that was very touching, very emotional, and just they handled that stuff beautifully. Also, I think we forgot to mention the character of Jayla, the new character in this film.
Yeah, she was really good.
Very, very badass, very, very cool character that I enjoyed watching. Also, something that I think should be pointed out is it's very ballsy in this movie because they confirm that Sulu is indeed gay in this movie, and I think that's a ballsy and important thing for a big blockbuster nowadays to do. I have mostly just great things to say about this movie. I enjoy this movie a whole ton, despite a couple flaws with the action and the story earlier on the film. Nonetheless, I enjoyed this movie very much, and I strongly recommend you go see Star Trek Beyond. I'm going to give this film an A-.
Well, that's a high grade.
Yeah,
but again, I think that you should really go out and see this film. If you're a Star Trek fan, it will be especially great for you. It's a fun time at the movies and a really great summer blockbuster.
Yes.
Alright, so that's our review for Star Trek Beyond. Have you seen the movie already? What do you think of it? Are you planning to see the movie? Tell us why in the comments. And here's a question. What's your favorite Star Trek character?
But for now, this is the Balcony News Close signing off. I'm Duncan.
And I'm Finnegan.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.